Greetings, friends. It's an honor once again to welcome you back to Rick's Garage. I'd like to apologize. As you can see, the shop is in disarray this morning. Sometimes you just have to stop what you're doing and put things away and reorganize, and that's what I'm going to do this morning before I do anything else. I'm approaching 200 videos on my channel, so I thought it would be fun to tell you a little bit about myself. For those of you who are familiar with my channel, you know I go to great lengths to avoid appearing on camera. Every once in a while you'll catch a glimpse of me, but really not if I can help it. I don't like these guys that are constantly sticking their mugs in the camera, trying to act cool. They play music, special effects. That's not me. You know who I'm talking about. That guy that screeches his tires and revs his engine and is constantly sticking his mug in the camera with those sunglasses, screeching and yelling and waving his arms. I hate that. Although, who am I to complain? The guy's got a very successful channel, so he must be doing something right. I like that young kid that works in his driveway, wears the blue gloves. All you see is the job he's working on, his blue gloves, and it's a no-nonsense approach. That's what I try to patent my channel after. I like to just show the repairs in a no-nonsense manner. I don't wear blue gloves, but a lot of times all you do see are my hands. Well, I'm now retired. I had my own business in the 1970s. I was working for someone else at the time, and I always dreamed about having my own repair shop. So I saw the opportunity. I leased a service station, quit my job, and went to work for myself. Well, a lot of you are too young to remember the 1970s, but when I was working for somebody else in those days, I was making about $15,000 a year, which was not bad for that time period. And when I went to work for myself, I didn't make quite as much. I was making about, on average, the 2 years I was in business, about $10,000 a year. So I was making a little bit less money. The problem was I was working double the hours. When I was working for somebody else, I was working 40 hours a week. And when I started my own business, I was putting in 80 or 90 hours a week. So one of the problems of having your own business is the tremendous amount of hours you've got to put in to make it successful. Even when you manage to take time off, to scratch out a day off for yourself, which I was able to do once in a while, you're constantly thinking about the business. It's constantly on your mind. You really can't enjoy any time you're away from the business. The other thing is, when I did manage to get a little time away from the business, it seemed like something would always go wrong. Now, I always thought I was a pretty good mechanic, but I found out quite quickly that I was a very poor businessman. I always enjoyed helping people, trying to save money. One of the problems is that if you're trying to save someone money when you're in business, that means you're costing yourself money. And being a young person in business for the first time, people certainly do try to take advantage of you. So the break came when I had to give the leasing company 30 days notice whether I intended to renew the lease or cancel the lease. I called my old employer and they welcomed me back with open arms, so I canceled my lease. I went back to work for my old employer, and I continued to work for him for the next 40 years until my recent retirement. Now, I didn't get rich working for someone else, but I've done okay. I built a house for my ex-wife, and I built a house for my current wife. And so I've been happy. The thing is, in working for someone else, like I said earlier, you punch in and you work the 8 hours, and when you punch out, you go home, and you don't think about the place until you go back. So now that I'm retired, I'm very happy. I have my hobby here, my little YouTube channel. I only work on friends and family vehicles. I do not charge them anything other than for their parts. The little bit of money I make is from my YouTube channel. So now that I'm retired and not being under pressure to make money, I can enjoy helping people, something that you really can't do when you're in business. So that's all I've got today, friends. I just want to talk to you, those who are considering starting their own business. It may seem like it's going to be all fun and games, but trust me, it is not. It is tough. So just take that under consideration before you do something like I did. So friends, I want to thank you once again for watching Rick's Garage. Before I go, I will post 2 videos to your left. Feel free to click on one or the other should you find them of interest. And to your right will be my avatar in the form of my trusty German Shepherd. Please, by all means, feel free to click on that if you wish to subscribe. So thanks again, and we hope to see you all very, very soon.